Amber, you're here today because you're accused of abusing Chrissy's daughter. Are you abusing her?
No.
Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Chrissy had custody of her kid with Nicholas. They were together. They were both smoking crack together. And she got pregnant with her second child, said it was a Hispanic guy's child. She smoked crack all the way up until she was 9 months pregnant with this child. As soon as the baby came out, they took the baby from her. It came out with cocaine. It was positive for cocaine. They took that baby right away. Okay. They went to Chrissy's house and took away. Okay. DCF gave the grandparents, Nicholas's grandparents, rights to the baby, temporary custody. Okay. Nick did everything that he had to do, drug classes, parenting classes, everything.
But at some point, your boyfriend obviously had a problem with drugs too.
Yes.
And
I did not know him at that time.
You didn't know him,
No.
But Chrissy and your boyfriend were together. They were both doing drugs.
Yes.
You're saying their kids got taken away.
Yes.
She obviously had a second child. There was drugs in the system,
Yes.
I assume.
Yes.
And they took the babies away.
Yes.
At some point, he got his act together.
Yes.
He got custody of the kids.
Yes.
And you started dating him.
Actually, I was helping take care of before I even knew Nick. I was going to the grandparents' house. Yes.
And you liked them.
I've been taking care of her since she was 10 months old, since she was taken away. You know, I was there every weekend faithfully, giving her diapers, giving her food, giving her everything that she needed to help his grandmother out. We got together. He got full custody. I helped him fight for her. You know, we was going to court dates. We was doing everything. Chrissy never showed up to any court dates at all. Like, she just abandoned the child. Like, if you want this kid so bad, why not go to the court dates? Why not do these drug classes? Why not do these parenting classes? You've had 3 chances. This is her 4th time that somebody's trying to help her fight for her kid. I'm a mother. I would not let nobody take my kids away from me. And if I did, then I would be there. I would be there for everything. I would not stop fighting for my kids.
She said that you're spanking her, that you're putting her in her corner.
There's a such thing as discipline, and there's a such thing as beating. I discipline my kids.
So you're saying you never abused her?
No, never, never.
No excessive spanking?
Never.
So I'll just go down the list of things that parents, you know, sometimes they don't do. You keep a clean house.
Yes.
You discipline the child, but you're not abusing.
Yes.
The child's love for.
Yes.
You're like.
I'm her mother figure. I'm all she has.
Do you feel as a mother to her?
Yes.
So you love her like she's your
She's
own.
my own daughter.
And things are going good for you and Nick.
Yes.
Okay. And why do you think Chrissy is saying these things?
If one of my kids called somebody else mom, that would hurt me. That would hurt me really bad. And I understand that.
And so
hurts
you
her.
try to include Chrissy.
I do Thanksgivings, Christmases, Mother's Day.
And you invite her to come over to be there?
We go over there. We go over there because she calls me saying, Amber, I don't have no food. I need food in my house. I go spending our money that we have for food to go buy her food.
And if some point, if Chrissy really did everything like she was supposed to do, take the classes, get cleaned up and do everything, what would you do?
I want her to be a part of her life.
You want her to be part of the child's life?
I really do.
All right, Chrissy is here. Let's bring her out.
How you say? I don't take care of my bitch. I take care of my bitch. Everything for her. You're sorry. You over there with your face and everything, bitch.
Please don't swear.
God messed up by making you a mom. You are not.
By making me
You will never be a mom.
I take care of my 2 kids.
2.
Take
You
care
have
of both
4.
of my
You
kids.
have 4. Like, you want to call this show? 4 times you've been helped. You know
You
what?
don't want freaking. I take care of my daughter. You're sitting there lying.
At some point, you had a drug problem.
Yes, I did, and I cleaned up my act
Hey,
for 3 years.
Okay, I'm asking. So you had a drug problem.
Yes.
And you had some issues. Your children got taken away.
Yeah. No, my children did not get taken away.
The daughter in question.
Yeah, she did get taken away, and I admit, yeah, I was doing wrong. Yeah, I did.
And so now you say that you cleaned yourself up.
Yes, I have.
And you want your daughter back in your life.
Yeah, I do. They bring her over. When they bring her over, they only bring her over where I can babysit. Or, like last time, I'm such a bad mom, then why does she bring her kids over to me? Why does she? She brings her daughter, drops her off, lets me babysit her, drops off her son, lets me babysit him.
Is that true?
I did let her babysit my daughter, but that's only because doesn't want to go without.
Came over plenty of times without.
Hold on a second. It is an interesting point. If you really have a problem with her and she's not doing the things that you say that she
bad
needs to,
for her.
but you don't put your kids in a bad situation because you feel bad for her.
But we're always there. I'm such a bad mom. I do drugs.
Hold on. I mean, I could feel really sorry and bad for somebody, but I ain't trusting them with my kids.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if you really have a problem with her, I don't know if I'd be letting her watch my kids.
I don't have a problem with her. I just want her to straighten up for her daughter, not for my kids, for her kids.
Well, that's my point. Until she does straighten up, why is she watching yours?
She's already proved herself. Like, she's already proved herself. But the one time, the only reason we're here is because we seen these people that smoked that stuff over at her house and she wouldn't let us in the gate. So we took off.
That is a lie.
Then she called us and said, oh, where are you going with my kid?
Okay, now, the one thing I do have an issue with you is, you know, and I called her out saying if she does have a big problem with you, then she shouldn't be letting her watch her kid. But she's waking up with her, she's feeding her, bathing her, taking care of her.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that
then
totally.
really, what's the, do you really?
The issue is when
Hold on. Really believe that she's abusing your daughter?
Yes, I do. When my daughter comes over, they're filthy, Steve. Whenever she does bring my daughter over, she comes over filthy. Especially when she's not even supposed to be disciplining my kid. That should not be her.
That's my right. I've been taking care of her, not you.
Be your right.
You don't know how to take care of her.
Right. And why do you sit there?
That's your problem. You don't know how to take care of her.
But does Nick have a problem with it? Does Nick have a problem with
No.
you? Do you have any feelings for Nick anymore?
No, I don't.
You don't? No. So this isn't a case of you want to be with him?
No, I do not want to be with
her.
Nick. I'm the one that broke up with him.
I mean, so far we got wax in the ears and some dirt on your daughter. To me, that is not a case of abuse.
But still and yet, Steve, why does she text me telling me, oh, well, yeah, that's right, your daughter calls me mom. Okay, that's something to be sitting there telling a mom, making me feel bad? Sitting there hitting my daughter?
Let's find out what Nick has to say. Let's bring him up.
All right, first off, all this childish drama right here, cussing at people, trying to fight people, that's why you're not seeing your kid, okay?
Whatever,
and another
Nick.
thing, I've proven myself, okay? I have the right to do what I want with my child. I've proven myself, I've earned that right.
Okay, whatever. I cleaned up my act. You always told me I'm allowed to see.
This is why I'm not with you. This is why you don't see your daughter. She don't need to see the 3 or 4 people in her life that she loves the most fighting with each other.
Okay,
that don't need to happen.
but sitting there, you're sitting there preaching, and you do the same. You do argue. You do fight.
We sure do. Yes, we do.
Okay, and you're sitting there preaching to me.
I'm preaching to you because you know what?
All the people that she loves shouldn't be fighting and arguing. But you sit there and argue and fight.
Hold on, the only reason you've even seen your daughter in the last couple of years is because I've been a nice guy and been wanting to bring her over and let you see her because I feel like you have the right to be able to see her. But legally, on paper, you don't.
Do you want to tell your story on the Steve Wilkos Show? Visit the link in the description to get my help. All right, Nick, you were asked before the show for a lie detector test. Have you ever physically abused your daughter? You answered no. And Nick, the results of your lie detector test is that you told the truth. You were given a lie detector test before the show and you were asked, are you physically abusing Nick and Chrissy's 4-year-old daughter? You answered no. Have you ever disciplined Nick and Chrissy's daughter with excessive force? You answered no. Have you ever disciplined Nick and Chrissy's daughter to the extent of leaving marks or bruising? You answered no. And the results for Amber's lie detector test is that you told the truth. Yeah! All right, Chrissy, before the show, you were given a lie detector test, and you were asked, has your daughter ever been abused while in your care? And you answered no. Are you fabricating the abuse by Amber to make up for not being in your daughter's life? You answer no. And the results for your lie detector test is you told the truth. So, you called my show. You wanted some answers. We answered them.
Yep.
I think this is a case of, at one point, everybody on this stage in this story was screwed up. It seems like you definitely straighten your lives out. You're in the process of it. You're doing a good job. You just need a couple final steps to get there. And with our help, we're going to make sure that you take those final steps. Now, for the sake of your child, your daughter, basically your daughter, I would suggest moving forward from this point on, do what you need to do, act civilly towards each other, act like your daughter's always there watching you. And if you do that, you won't have a lot of problems. So, knowing that she passed, knowing that they passed, knowing that nobody up here is abusing your little girl, can she go, your little girl's in the green room, she hasn't seen her little girl in a month. Would it be okay if she can go back and see her daughter?
We can do it together because it's going to be a together thing from now on anyway,
so
because I'm going to be with her.
Let's do it together. Let's go.
No.
I love you, Daddy.
Mom. You will show me?